What's up, guys? My name is Chase. I'm a seven-figure full-time Amazon seller, and today in this video we're going to do some product research, some live sourcing, and I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks so that you can start your own Amazon business. So today we're going to be doing some reverse sourcing with SellerAmp right here. If you don't know what SellerAmp is, I have another video on my channel that basically explains what I use it for, as well as Keepa right here. But we're just going to start off doing some reverse sourcing, and I'm going to show you guys how I would do that. So basically I just went to a random listing here, and I'm going to come over to SellerAmp right here, where we can see that there are plenty of other sellers on this listing. We can go ahead and assume that these sellers are making money, they're making a profit on this listing, or else they obviously wouldn't be selling it. So we're just going to start over here on this offers tab, and we will start with one of these stores. We're just going to go through, we're going to look at the different products they have listed on their stores, and we're just going to see if we can find some other items profitable. So we'll start with this one right here. I'm just going through, looking and seeing if I like the look of any of these. We'll take a look at these Nike boxer briefs. As you can see right here, it has a little bit of information about this specific ASIN. What I like to look at is this little Keepa chart. I like to see a steady price history. I don't want to see something like this where the price has went from $50 down to about $40, because that likely means that, it might keep dropping, and there's probably too many sellers coming onto this listing, and that is why the price is tanking. So I like the look of this one. It's steady. Price history is staying about $40, $45 for about 3 months now. So I look at that, and then I'm also going to take a look at this max cost price. Now this price is what we're going to want to source these items for, in order for them to be profitable after any Amazon fees and shipping costs and prep costs and whatnot. So if we're going to sell it for $42.50, we need to find this item for $23.91 or less. So we'll just go ahead and use this Google icon. We can search the product on Google. And again, we want to find it for less than $24. So we can go ahead and look. It looks like everywhere is priced at about $45. So not sure if we're going to be able to find these. They were $15 at Kohl's, but they're out of stock now, and that's not even the right color. So we'll go ahead and skip these, and we will keep on looking. So right here, we can see the price is increasing. I like the look of that. This orange line, which is the buy box, has increased from $95 to, looks like, about $105 over here. So we can go ahead and pull this up. We want to source it for less than $60. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can find this. So it's going to be the Tech Fleece Windrunner hoodie. Looks like Al's Sporting does have it for $90.99. Let's go ahead and look a little bit farther. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at this Al Sporting. Open that in a new tab. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So, okay, looks like the black one isn't on sale. It's just this green one. Not sure. Okay, the black one is on sale for $90.99. Oh, or not. I'm not sure why it said that right there. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so it looks like it's not on sale. That wouldn't work anyways because we're selling it for about 105. So we'll go ahead and skip that one. A little tip for you guys. This is kind of obvious, but the faster you can move through the products, obviously the more products you will find, the faster you can kind of rule out these losing products, the better. And as you source more and more, you'll kind of get a feel for this, and you'll get faster with it, you'll get quicker with it, and be able to rule out products quicker. So I don't really like the look of any of these. I'm going to go ahead and skip this storefront, and we'll check out a different one. Check out this one right here. Looks like they only have a few products right now. We can look at these. We want to find them for $9. The women's T-Row 21 track pants from Adidas. Okay, let's go ahead and just pull them up on the Adidas website. And let's see which ones we are looking for. We can go ahead and pull this up on Amazon. Get a closer look at these images so we can see what we're looking for. Okay, so we're looking for the black and gray. It looks like might be these. I don't know. Let me see. Women's T-Row 21. These are 25. I'll go ahead and search this up. Track pants. See if they even have them. So it doesn't look like they even have these on the website anymore. They may be discontinued or something. But we'll go ahead and move on. And it looks like all the products this guy has listed. We'll go ahead and go to a different storefront here. Let this load. Okay. Go ahead and take a look at these. We're going to find them for $29.07 or less. Okay, I'm not really seeing them. What? Are these it? Axeleon. And also see we have this 40% off your order with code STOCKUP. I like to see that. Okay, these are sold out, but let's go ahead and see if these were in stock. Let's see if this would work. So we have them for $60.99, and then plus we can get a 40% off by using code STOCKUP. So what we will do here is wait for our seller amp to load in. So we have our $60.99, and then you're going to do times 0.6, which would get you to your 40% off. So it's going to be $36.59. Doesn't look like it would quite work. But if we look at the price history on these, it does look like they sell pretty often up here at this $60 to $70 range. We can take a look at these offers. Yeah, it looks like Amazon is the lowest priced offer on here. And they only have 17 in stock. They're priced at $52. So, if we wanted to try and wait until Amazon sells out at that price point, then the price would come up to the $70 area, and let's input that on our sale price, $70, which would work. That would give us a 41% ROI, 15% profit per unit, and a 21% margin, which is pretty good. We can also look over here on this Keep It chart, and we see that these have been selling 200 pairs a month. So I don't think it's very unlikely that Amazon will go out of stock here soon. We can even take a closer look right here. It looks like somebody, even with Amazon on here at $42, somebody was still winning the buy box up here at $72. And then again, a different seller up here at $71.85. So we could definitely do a test buy on these and see if we can make any sales. I wouldn't go crazy deep just because you never know if Amazon is going to come back and restock. But again, these are out of stock, so we can't even buy them. What we could do though is we could track these down here on the Google Sheets. We could enter that into a Google Sheet and just put it under an out of stock Google Sheet. We could go back, in a couple weeks or so and see if this product is back in stock. And then these are a size 9. So we could also look at different sizes on here. If Keep will load and see what they're selling for. So it looks like the size 11, which is the best selling variation on this listing, looks like they're selling for $70 right now. So we can go ahead and pull this up, see what that looks like. So yeah, it's Amazon is holding the buy box on these, but they're priced at $70. Let's give this a second to load. It looks like they are going out of stock on these. People are selling out, so it looks like this listing is selling a good amount. So we had our, what was it, $60.99 times 0.6 gives us $36.59. And it looks like Amazon is the only offer on here at this moment. And they have 26 in stock. So this would definitely be good if these were in stock. Something else we could do to get that price cost down. Something I like to do is go to Card Depot or Top Cashback. Some of these different discounted gift card sites. You can basically get, 5, 10, sometimes even 15% off of your buy cost just by using a discounted gift card. So we would pay, in this instance, $430 for this gift card, and we would get $500 in spending power. So that's pretty good, an extra 14% off of our buy cost. If we went ahead and put that into here, we would have that 40% off plus another 14% off. So we would do times 0.86 to get that 14% off, which would bring us down to $31.47 for the buy cost. And even down here at say $55, I mean, you're close to profitable. I wouldn't necessarily buy these at this price, but if we could get $60 out of them, that's a pretty good product right here. And again, it looks like this price history has a good amount of time spent up here at the $65 area. So we could maybe even get 65 out of these, which would bring us up to a 50% ROI. But again, these are out of stock, so we could just put these on a spreadsheet, come back and check later. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to another one. Let's look at, try to find something that's actually in stock here. Maybe these Adidas men's Aero Ready sport shorts. We want to find them for $12, $12.88 to be exact. So looks like Macy's has them for $26. That's not quite gonna work. We can look here on the Adidas website, see if they're in stock. They do have the blue crew navy in stock, it looks like. Okay, so there's only one left in stock for the large, 2 left in the double XL. But we can go ahead and see, we have, do we have any coupon codes on here? I'm not too sure. We'll go ahead and skip these. I'm trying to find something that we could actually buy. So we'll keep on looking here. Let me take a look at these Puma men's cross trainer sneakers. We're gonna find them for $28. Okay. Let's take a look. Looks like they might have them in stock here. Let's make sure this is the same shoe. It looks like it is. So we have the Puma white, Puma black, silver. White, black, silver. Give this a second to load here. Okay, that sucks. They're pretty much all out of stock except for the size 13. We can go ahead and see if they have size 13 on this listing. Looks like they do. But we'll just come in here and kind of see if we can see if this listing is selling at all. Looks like it is selling a bit. Price is pretty sporadic, but we can assume we can get up here in the $50, $55 range. Let's see what other people are priced at. So yeah, we only have 2 offers here down at 50. So we could probably price up here at 55, 58, especially with our FBA offer. Let's just put 58.95. We could buy them for $50.99, and then if we buy 4 or more, we would get 40% off of $50.99. So take that 40% off. They would already be profitable. And then again, we could use one of these discounted gift cards, get an extra 14% off. So let's take that. Let's do times 0.86. Our buy cost would come down to $26.31 for these. This looks like a pretty good buy here, guys. You could maybe even get up here in the $60, $65 range. But I would count on getting about $59 out of these. They are selling a good amount. I mean, it has this 300 monthly sold right here. And then we also have this badge of the 200 plus bought in the past month. I love to see that. We could also check the offers tab and see what people are selling these at. So yeah, it looks like whoever this is has sold. Well, actually, I wouldn't trust that. I don't necessarily trust these big drops. I want to see more of like a gradual drop like this, because you know they could just be changing their stock limit. Anyways, let's look at historical offers. But anywho, we can see this guy is getting sales up here at $69.95. This dude has sold 7 at $60, $65. So yeah, we can go ahead and I'll definitely buy these. Let's see, let's take a closer look at this Keepa. So yeah, it looks like it has a pretty good amount of price history up here at the $70 area. Especially the fact that these are all out of stock except for this one size 13. So yeah, if we could get even 65, 70, that would be a pretty darn good play right here, guys. $20 profit per unit, 30% profit margin, 78% ROI. I would definitely look into buying these. Maybe even use these discounted gift cards, get you an extra 14% off. And yeah, these are definitely a buy. I wish they had more in stock, because I bet there's some other good sizes in here. Can look at the variations here. Let me just double check and make sure this is the same shoe. They do look like the same. So you got the white, red, and the black. Yep. So we could even look at some different sizes here. If they were in stock, these might be good. Size 10s could be good. 11s, but again, we only have the size 13 in stock, so yeah, I definitely think these would be a buy. $20 profit per unit is pretty darn good. And we have a bunch of people. The next lowest FBA offer is $59 above Amazon right here. So this would definitely be a good buy, guys. Think we will go ahead and wrap it up there. We found a couple good items. Kind of sucks that they're out of stock, but again, we could go ahead and put those on a spreadsheet, wait for them to come back in stock on the website, set a reminder, whatever the case, and go back in and buy those. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up there, guys. Thank you for watching. That was just kind of a little live sourcing session, show you guys how I look for items and how I just use every single discount code or discounted gift card that I can find to get our buy costs as low as possible. We want to be buying these items lower than other sellers if possible. That way, if price does happen to go down, we still have room for error. We have room for our margin to come down a little bit. And especially with shoes here, you are going to have a bit of a higher return rate. So you definitely want to take that into account and make sure you have room for your margin and your ROI to come down a little bit. But again, that's how I kind of look at it. Just trying to find every little discount I can before I make a purchase. So thank you guys for watching. Tune in to the next one.